Hi, welcome to Spec Hunter. Tablets have come a long way in recent years. What used to be considered simple media devices are now transforming into full-fledged productivity machines. Many people today prefer using a tablet instead of a laptop, especially if all they need is a light, portable device that can handle everyday tasks. Students, freelancers, casual users, and even professionals are now considering tablets as serious laptop alternatives. And for a good reason: they're lightweight, easier to carry, and often offer a longer battery life. But here's the catch. Not all tablets are affordable. In fact, some of them, especially the premium ones, can cost as much as a high-end laptop. And that's just the beginning. Most tablets don't come with a keyboard or pen in the box. So, by the time you buy those essential accessories, the price can skyrocket. It's not uncommon to see the total cost exceed that of a full laptop. With better hardware, that's why finding a good tablet that balances price, performance, and functionality is so important. If you're someone who wants a tablet that works well, looks good, and doesn't cost a fortune, you might want to take a serious look at the HUAWEI MatePad 11.5. This tablet offers many features found in expensive devices, but at a price that won't burn a hole in your wallet. So in today's video, we'll be taking a deep dive into Huawei's latest tablet offering, the MatePad 11.5. We'll cover everything from its build and design to its display, performance, audio, battery, software experience, and more. We'll also tell you who this device is for, what it does best, and whether it can truly replace a laptop right out of the box. The HUAWEI MatePad 11.5 gives off a premium feel. The body is made of aluminum, which gives the tablet a sturdy and solid structure. It doesn't feel cheap or fragile in your hands. Instead, it feels like a high-end device. This is impressive, especially considering its affordable price point. The aluminum build also gives it a bit of weight, not too heavy, but enough to make it feel secure when you're holding it. Looking at the back, it's clean and simple. There's no unnecessary design. You just get the Huawei logo, placed in the center in landscape orientation, and the camera module in the corner. The camera has a small bump, but it's not distracting or uncomfortable. Flip it to the front, and you'll find the large 11.5-inch screen. The front camera is right in the middle of the long side of the frame. That means it's perfect for video calls, especially when using the tablet in landscape mode, just like a laptop. On the left side, you get 2 of the 4 speaker grills, along with the sleep-wake button. On the right side, you'll find the other 2 speaker grills and the USB Type-C charging port. At the top, there's the dual microphone setup for calls and the volume rocker. One small design choice we didn't love was the volume rocker placement. It's located at the top left corner, which can be awkward to reach, especially if you're holding the tablet with one hand. It would have been better on the side for easier access, but it's a minor complaint in an otherwise solid design. The MatePad 11.5 only comes in one color option, space gray. It's a safe, neutral color that looks modern and professional. While more color choices would have been nice, space gray should suit most people. Now let's talk about the display, which is one of the tablet's biggest highlights. The screen is an 11.5-inch TFT LCD panel with a 120 Hz refresh rate. That high refresh rate means everything on the screen looks buttery smooth. Whether you're scrolling through social media, reading, or navigating the settings, it all feels fast and fluid. The screen has a resolution of 2200 by 1440 pixels, which results in a pixel density of about 229 pixels per inch. This gives you a sharp display, where text is easy to read, and images look detailed. It's not quite as vivid as an old display, and the colors are slightly on the cooler side, meaning whites might look a little bluish. But overall, the screen is clear, bright, and easy on the eyes. You can use it for hours without any discomfort. Bezels are fairly thin, which helps maximize screen space. You get an 87% screen-to-body ratio, meaning more display and less frame. That gives the tablet a modern, sleek look and helps with immersion when watching videos or playing games. The size of the screen is perfect for productivity tasks, watching movies, reading books, or even sketching with the M Pen. Now, let's get into the audio. The MatePad 11.5 is equipped with 4 speakers. That's right, quad speakers, and the sound is impressive. Even at 70% volume, the sound can fill up an entire room. The highs and mids are crisp and clear. The bass is a little weak, but still acceptable for most casual listening. Whether you're watching YouTube, streaming a movie, or listening to music, the audio quality won't disappoint. You can easily use this tablet as a media device, even without headphones. It's loud enough for group video calls or sharing content with others. Huawei's audio tuning here is really good, especially at this price range. Now let's talk about performance. Inside the HUAWEI MatePad 11.5 is the Qualcomm Snapdragon 7 Gen 1 processor. It's paired with an Adreno 644 GPU and comes with either 6 or 8 GB of RAM. Storage is fixed at 128 GB, which should be enough for most users. Unfortunately, there's no micro SD card slot. so you can't expand the storage. But with cloud storage options available, this might not be a deal breaker. In day-to-day usage, the tablet runs smoothly, apps open quickly. Switching between apps is fast, there's no noticeable lag, even with multiple apps running in the background. The 120Hz refresh rate also adds to the overall feeling of speed. If you're a gamer, you'll be happy to know that it can handle most games without a problem. Games like PUBG, Asphalt, and Genshin Impact run well on medium to high settings. The graphics look good, and the gameplay is smooth. The device does warm up a little after long gaming sessions, but it doesn't overheat. For productivity tasks like note-taking, typing documents, editing spreadsheets, or even basic video editing, this tablet handles everything well. You can easily use it for school, work, or content creation. But we also ran a few benchmark tests, and the scores we got were respectable for a mid-range device. The numbers show that this tablet has enough power to be a solid performer. It's not the fastest tablet out there, but it definitely gets the job done. Now let's look at the cameras. The rear camera is 13 megapixels with an f2.8 aperture. The front camera is 8 megapixels with an f2.2 aperture. Cameras on tablets aren't really meant for professional photography, and the MatePad 11.5 is no exception. But they are more than enough for everyday tasks. The rear camera is useful for scanning documents, taking photos for notes, or capturing simple images. It produces clear pictures, especially in good lighting. There's no night mode, so don't expect great results in low light. But for normal use, it's fine. The front camera is good for video calls and online classes. It gives sharp and natural-looking images. The central placement of the camera is also ideal for landscape video calls. You can also record up to 4K video at 30 frames per second using the rear camera. The video quality is solid. It's not the most stable footage since there's no built-in stabilization, but because the tablet is wide, it doesn't feel too shaky when you're holding it with two hands. Now let's explore the software experience. The MatePad 11.5 runs on HarmonyOS 3.1, Huawei's own operating system. It's very similar to Android. If you've ever used an Android device, you'll feel right at home. The interface is clean, modern, and easy to use. You get smooth animations, intuitive controls, and useful features baked into the system. There's no official Google Play Store support, but you can still use most Google apps by installing Gbox from the Huawei App Gallery. Gbox lets you use Gmail, Google Docs, Drive, YouTube, and more. There's also a guide in the app gallery that shows you how to install and use Gbox. So even if you're new to this, it's pretty easy. The tablet does come with some pre-installed apps and folders like Booking.com, Agoda, and a few others in categories like entertainment, social, and games. But the good news is, you can uninstall these if you don't need them. Huawei also includes helpful tools like Kids Corner, which offers parental controls and pedal maps for navigation. The M-Pen Zone is another handy app that lets you explore apps made specifically for stylus use apps for drawing, writing, and note-taking. If you use a keyboard, there are many built-in shortcuts. You can adjust brightness, close apps, copy, and paste text, just like on a computer. There's even a shortcut to launch the voice assistant, which is useful if you're into that. Multitasking is well handled here. You can open 3 apps at once, 1 in full screen and 2 in floating windows. There's also a minimized feature that turns apps into small bubble icons on the screen. You can tap any of these to open them quickly. This makes switching between tasks fast and easy. One thing missing, however, is drag and drop support. Hopefully Huawei adds this in future updates. Now let's get to battery life. The Huawei MatePad 11.5 packs a large 7700 mAh battery. That's enough to last a full day of heavy use or up to 2 days of light use. Overall, the Huawei MatePad 11.5 is an excellent choice for anyone who wants a capable tablet without paying flagship prices. Thanks for watching today's video. If you enjoyed this review or found it helpful, please like the video and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to press the bell icon so you'll be notified when we post new content. See you next time.